Hi guys, it's Lauren aka Rowan and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I thought I'd show you guys how I do my customs, as I thought that might be interesting to some of you and hopefully hopeful to new people to the hobby. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to need is a victim or a doll. YouTube, please do not take out the wrong way. Ooh. With a loud bang, we have our victim. We are going to be working on this basic Briar Beauty. Do excuse the doll nudity. I promise you won't be like that for too long. I decided to choose Briar because I wanted to make a slightly, not maybe darker skin character or Latina skin character. Please comment down below what is the correct term, as I do not wish to offend anyone. Anyway, the character I'm going to be making is Shawada Black. She is going to be the daughter of the Black Shuck, I believe his name is. Now, Shuck is a British mythology demon hound. I believe it's either Scotland or Ireland. I should have looked this up. Yeah, I'm so professional, aren't I? Well, anyway, he is basically a demon hound, and this will be his daughter. Now, one of my Monster High dolls, Violet, who is my freak to chic Claudine, is already his daughter, but this is going to be like her half sister, if you will. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to work on Shawada. So, you will need some hair. I have a bag of hair here. I'll get my hair from the Doll Hair Emporium, and the colour I'm going to need is black, I believe. So, here it is. Here's the black. Hopefully this will be enough for Shawada. If not, I'll have to order more. You're also going to need some scissors to cut off the old hair, so you're going to need nice sharp ones to be able to do that with. Blunt scissors will not be ideal. You're going to need some needle nose pliers to get the hair from inside. Yeah, mine are a bit rusty. I left them in water overnight once. Yes, I'm very bad with my tools, naughty Warren. Or you can also use forceps. God knows what my mother was doing with these before she gave them to me. I have no clue whatsoever. You're going to need glue. I use Fabri-Tac glue to keep the hair in place. There you go, Brian, you can hold that. And you are going to also need maybe a crochet hook or something to help loosen the hairs inside the head so it's easier to get them out. So those are the tools of the trade that I typically use. Oh, before I forget, ladies and gentlemen, the most important tools is I use a thimble to put the hair on, so I can then hook it up with my needle without scratching up my fingers too bad. And you're going to need a rewooting tool. This is a craft knife handle with a rewooting needle in the place of the blade. I'm really sorry that is not in focus. Stop focusing on the doll, please. Yeah, sorry about that, guys, but yeah, this is probably one of the most important tools you're going to need. So yeah, right, now then, I've already tied Briar's hair up into a ponytail. This is going to make life a hell of a lot easier if you tie up your doll's hair in a ponytail. Obviously boy dolls will be a hell of a lot easier do hair removal because they only have short hair, but for the girl dolls or the female dolls, whatever, it's best that you tie their hair up in a ponytail. This is the way that I found works for me. And then you're going to start cutting as close as you can to the scalp, like so, or scalp to the head as possible. I cannot talk about me. So you're going to want to do this all the way around, like I say. After you've given your doll a brand new haircut, it should look something like this. Oh, it's a bit sticky. She had a bit of glue seepage apparently. Thanks, Bart. I'm not going to enjoy going through that. I hate glue seepage. Anyway, so this is what she looks like now. And the next step is to remove her head and scoop out what's left inside the head. And this is where the hobby gets a bit graphic, because you have to decapitate your doll. Be right back. Right, now that your doll has visited the Queen of Hearts and had her head chopped off, you are going to take your tool, your long needle nose pliers or your forceps, and you're just going to put them inside the head like so. What I do is I grab a bit and I twist and then pull. That is only a very small bit. Stop focusing on the background camera. A very small bit. And what I've got is a towel on my lap to then put the stickiness on the old towel so I can then shake it all in the bin. I'm going to go in again and hopefully grab a much more satisfying lump. Ooh. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I think we're going to need the crochet hook. So, therefore I have a crochet hook. I apologise if you hear noises, that's me putting my tools down on a tray. So here's the crochet hook, and you're just going to put it in like this and just try and unstick the hairs from the inside. Oh, doing it out of frame, that's great of me, isn't it? They're just going to have a little whip round. Just loosening off the glue and that. There we go again with the forceps. Grab a bit inside and release a tiny bit. That's not at all satisfying. Oh, the joy of customizing, and the camera nearly falling over. There's another little bit for you. So you just keep going like that until the head is bald, basically. And here we are. Wyatt is now bald. She has no hair. Now once you get to the stage, you can either, I don't, but if you have little hair sticking out, don't worry too much, I don't. Anyway, you can either paint her scalp to match her new hair or leave it. I'm going to leave it, as wolves aren't just one solid colour, so she's going to have some like brown roots, I suppose, if you go digging through her hair. Now, I'm going to go and clean Miss Wyatt again, as well as my tools, because she had glue seepage, and this is what came out, this disgusting mess. I have sensory issues, and yet I do this to myself. Why? I don't know. But anyway, I'll be right back. Okay guys, now that Wyatt and my tools have been cleaned up, we're going to go into the rerouting phase. So we only need a little bit at a time, so I'm just going to take that much, put that down, and I'm going to put it over my thimble, next here, like this. If you have fingernails, you can use your nails. Obviously I don't, so we're just going to use the thimble. Then I'm going to get into frame. I am going to then try and hook up that little bit of hair with my needle, like so. And I'm going to grab Wyatt. Here she is. And I'm going to plug it in her head. Like I said. So again, I'm going to get your hair. You only need a little bit at a time, so I'm going to take a little bit like that. Then you put it over your finger or your thimble. And you use your tool. Sometimes it wants to work right away. And hook it onto the needle. And plug it in. Like so. 2 done, half a million to go. And And here we are, guys, at the Rapunzel stage. Sharada's head is all fully rooted, and I am going to give her hair a trim. Now these colourful rubber bands here that you can see are my guide of how much I am going to take off. So I'm going to cut that off of camera because it'll be a lot easier for myself. So yeah, I'll be right back. So here is Sharada's hair, all trimmed to a much manageable length. I am going to trim off these little bits and tidy it up a bit. I have just put her under my hot tap in my bathroom just to boil wash her hair, and it looks a lot better. Yep. So that's basically what I'm going to do now, is tidy this up off camera. Then once her hair's dried, we shall then move on to her face. Okay, so Sharada's hair is practically dry, still a bit damp in places, but that's okay. So the next step, I'm going to be working on her face. There you go. Now I'm not going to remove her factory paint with acetone or nail polish remover. Why? Because I cannot paint her face, and I am not Hexagon, nor am I delightful. Although I wish I had their incredible talent. But never mind. So for this step, you're going to need paintbrushes. So I've got 2 fine-tipped paintbrushes, like so. A cup of water. A paint palette. Yes, my paint palette is dirty. Okay. Never mind that. It's well used, okay? You're going to need yellow and red paint for her eyes. Now the black Shuck does have yellow wolf eyes, and he also needs he's sclera, so his white parts are red, so that's what Sharada's eyes are going to be. So I'm going to paint them off camera, because no, my luck, I'll end up knocking the camera and it just will be chaotic and paint everywhere. So it's better if I do it off camera. So be right back. And here is Sharada with her newly painted eye. Yes, she looks very demonic there, doesn't she? There's her eye before. Thank you, focus camera. And here's her eye after. So both her eyes going to be like this. Yep, I'm just going to finish off her eyes and we'll be right back. And at last, guys, Sharada Black, daughter of the Black Shuck, is now done. I did make her some ears from a warbler. You're just about to see them. They are super glued onto her. One did ping off, but it seems to be staying now. One ear turned out to be better than the other, as you know, things do. Her eyes are now done. She has yellow and red eyes. That's perfect English. I've given her Claudine sunglasses and some Bratz clothes and a pair of Dracula shoes, which I thought went rather well together. Sharada wears sunglasses because in Shuck's story, if you look at him in the eye, he can cause bad luck or any sort of like harm, and Sharada doesn't want to do that, so she wears sunglasses to protect those around her. For a quick story about Sharada Black. Sharada was born to Dixie Black. It was believed that Dixie took her lover Shuck's last name. Sharada is rather standoffish. She's rather tough. She's been through a lot in her life. She lost her mum when she was 16. Sharada's now 18, so only a couple years ago she lost her mother. Her mother ran a rather interesting enterprise, I guess you can say. I'm not going to mention it here on YouTube, but yeah, there you go. Sharada hardly knew her father, Shuck Black, because he was not allowed in Wolf Wind, as him and the Nook Wolf are arch enemies. In fact, when Shuck did come to town, Nanook was rather peeved. Shuada does count her lucky stars that she is alive, because if Nanook wanted to, Shuada wouldn't be with us. But thankfully Nanook is not like that, and understands that you don't really get to choose your parents or your family. It's just the way it is. Shuada actually spent most of her younger years with Nanook's family. As I said, her mother had a rather interesting enterprise, and Shuada needed to be kept away from that. So Nanook and his wife practically raised Shuada. Because of Shuada's curse, I'm going to say, because Shuck can cause bad luck or harm if you look him in the eye. Yeah, poor Shuada has inherited that, and she absolutely hates that she has this curse, hence why she wears her sunglasses. The one person that she feels truly accepts of the way she is her boyfriend Reuben, who is coincidentally Nanook's nephew. Reuben has taught Shuada how to love and how to love herself. He sees right through her tough girl act, and he's opened up to her about his past as well. And although Shuada rarely says it out loud, if it wasn't for Reuben, she wouldn't be who she is today, a better person than she was yesterday, if you know what I mean. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wrap for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching how I create my customs. I know it's not like, well, quote unquote, the traditional way of how you would make a custom, but this is just how I do it. So yeah, I hope you liked seeing what I do. And yes, I did have a wardrobe change. It's been some time since this video started. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys, as always. Until next time, goodbye for now. Oh, and also, I almost forgot to say, if you guys like this video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe so you know when I upload next. So yes, now finally, I am done with this video. I've already said it once, but I shall say it again. Thank you guys so much for watching, and bye for now.